Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of the last Defense Academy. I'm looking for another gift for Gaku here. We're on the same day that I ended the last episode, and by the way, I just came in here to get this gift. So, snack skeleton. There we go. This route so far has been like such a weird mixture of like pain and happiness, where like we had that pain with Darumi, which like still affects me so much, like even now. But I feel like after the Darumi stuff, we've had a lot of like very like either cute or important or like, you know, like it's been like very like it's been good for the most part. Now there has been some battles and some devastating stuff as well, but I feel like there's been a lot of like really fun stuff at the same time. So the way I would describe this route is that it's been very traumatizing and at the same time sometimes very lovely. It's like so weird. It's so but again, that's like, I guess that's like Last Defense Academy in a nutshell, right? Traumatizing, but very lovely. You know what I mean? It's like, that's Last Defense Academy in a nutshell.
Whoa! If you're sure I can have it, I'll take it. This is awesome!
Yeah, see, we're getting exploration up by 5, and we keep getting our exploration up and our affinity up. So I think one more will get the bonding rank with Gaku. I actually want to check our stats here, if we could, because I think we actually might be max stats on the Kako one. Let's check it out here. So our grades. Yeah, I think our observation is max rank. We just need one more for exploration on that, and then we're like, and I think then we'll get to rank 5, which maybe rank 5 is the highest. We're obviously slacking behind a few other things, but I feel like, you know, science and social studies is what we focus on a lot of. We'll be talking to Ima as well, at some point as well, to try and get his rank up at the same time. There's science there for Tsubasa as well. There's Kako, who like we're also doing bonding events with too. Well, let's go to the Gift-O-Matic and give him another snack skeleton. See, Gaku could actually like fit the snack skeletons in his room or eat them. Poor Kako having all those scooters, you know? And then pretending she didn't get a scooter last time, you know? I actually love that they added bonding events for the other routes though, because like I think there's like they've done a very good job of like motivating you to like want to continue to do the other routes. You know, because it's not just like, oh, you'll get to see some really cool stories and get to see more of your favorite characters. That's already a motivation.
If you're sure I can have it, I'll take it.
It's also the fact of like, oh, there's new features. There we go. Rank 3. We're actually ranking up pretty fast. It doesn't take that long.
Hey, Takumi, serious talk.
Sure.
Serious money talk. Do you want to donate some to me, like a crowdfunding kind of
Yes, any day. How much?
I know what you're thinking, but just let me finish. I have a good reason for this.
Okay.
One of my younger sisters is sick and needs surgery to recover.
Jesus, Gaku, yeah, no one, like, Eddie, like, that's such a serious matter.
But you know how it is with medicine. It's hella expensive, and I need as much money as I can find. I don't care if I get called a money grubber. I just want to see her get better.
Yeah, no. I totally, like, it doesn't, like, this is not something, I would never let anyone call you that anyway, but, like, this is not something that you, like, feel ashamed to ask for money about whatsoever.
I'm asking you to chip in as well. You can give me whatever you like after we leave this war behind.
I'll give you whatever you need. Yeah, whatever. Honestly, that's so, like, again, I would never call Gaku, like I said, I think he just asked for fair compensation for his freaking job. You know what I mean? That's horrible, Gaku.
Just so we're extra clear, I'm not making any of this up. I'd never joke about something so important.
I'd hope not. I definitely hope not, Gaku, but like, I know you care about your siblings. That's crazy. You know what I mean? That's like again, it's one of those things where like, we know he cares so much about his siblings. We know this already. We know this.
You never will then.
But any family that has to go through that, and Gaku having to go through that, is like a really serious, like, situation, a very traumatic situation. And the fact that like he's been called a money grubber so much, and someone that like is looking for money and looking to is kind of greedy, that the point that like he has to clarify that like when he's asking for money, like, oh, like I'm not trying to be greedy. It's your sister, bro. Like, are you kidding me? I'm telling you, like, don't, like, I would never, ever make Gaku feel bad about that stuff, ever. It's his sister. Oh, Takumi, oh, they're smiling now, which is good. Sorry, they said they ran into each other there in the text there. There's no time for me shulking around. What are you doing creeping into the girls' rooms? Oh, God. Again, Takumi is furthest thing from that.
Hey!
Of course not. Where are you two going anyway? We're just, you know, What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. It's none of your business. Unless you're going to follow us and steal any strands of hair to fall off us, aren't you? Kurata, you need to stop.
Hey!
You have a terrifying imagination. We don't have to hide it, Kurata. We're having a slumber party. Oh, that's pretty sweet. A slumber party? Somehow I wasn't expecting something so girly. I mean, let's just be honest here. When you stay at your guy friend's house and you're a guy as well, right? That's a slumber party, even if you don't want to call it that. Takumi. Maybe you don't want to call it that. Yeah, we just stay at each other's house and watch movies, you know. So you had a slumber party. What? I'm not saying Takumi's saying that, by the way, but you know what I mean. Like, it's like some guys will do that where it's like, it's not a sleepover. Just stay at each other's house. It's a sleepover. You had a sleepover. Wipe that look off your face, creep. Beta male incel. Okay, Kurata. Again, like Takumi, the furthest person that you could call this. You know. Hey, come on, be nice. Nozomi gently chided Kurata and removed her mask. Whoa. She just does this now? I'm sorry, like, just, okay, she feels comfortable to do this now? I was just embarrassed telling a boy about a slumber party. Forgive me, it's fine. It's so fine. Takumi or I would not take offense, you know what I mean? The only thing I, like, well, actually, no, not offense, but, like, I definitely, like, I know Takumi doesn't really take that much offense, but for me personally, like, when you insult Takumi, I do take offense to that in a way, because, like, Takumi's a really, really good person. But, like, it's okay to be embarrassed, but it's not something to be embarrassed about. Good girl. It's not so hard, is it? So Nozomi put her mask back on. So she's going to take it on and off, depending on the situation? That's all, peasant. You see what I mean? Like, it's just, like, Kurata, like, I'm not going to stand by and have her, like, you know, insult Takumi. Takumi's, like, actually a really good person. Wow, you really know how to handle her. Huh? But hey, both of your faces are still a little swollen. Oh yeah, from the punches? Really? Nozomi slowly lowered her head. How can you say that to a girl, Takumi? You have zero class or tact or respect. Honestly, you know, I don't, how do I say it? Like, I think, again, Takumi's coming from the perspective of concern. We've talked about this before. It's the same thing with saying, like, to, like, someone, anyone, hey, you look kind of sick today. You know what I mean? It's like, let them tell you they feel sick first. You know what I mean? Or like, hey, like, you're looking very pale today. You feel okay? And they're like, yeah, I'm feeling good. I just don't have any makeup on. You know, it's like that kind of way. It's like, don't wait for them to say something, right? But of course, Takumi's coming at this from the perspective of like, I hope you're okay. Exactly. Exactly. That's, I knew it. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Thank you. But it's okay. I'll wear these brooches like a badge of honor because they mean I have my friend back. That's a very, very pretty way of looking at it. Setting aside your absolutely boorish comments that are surely a sign you will die an unkissed virgin. I agree with Zoe. This is the mark of pride of the Osuzukis. No, of my pride. Although no one will ever see it because of my mask. No fair. It's embarrassing to everyone that I can see mine. She has an adorable smile. Lights up the whole room, right? I couldn't help but smile at the sight of two of them getting along so well. It was great to see them back on good terms. I see. Well, that's good then. And this is why, by the way, Takumi is like such a good person. Because like anyone else, even including myself, if Kurata was saying this stuff to me, because he's not going to say this because he knows that like Nozomi likes her as well. But like even I would like, and anyone would be like, if Kurata keeps saying this stuff, it's just to be like, it's just to let you say, shut the F up. Shut up. You know, shut up. You know, stop saying this stuff. But again, he's more happy that they're like pals, you know what I mean? Which again, like that's like a thing as well. It's like, yeah, like if it's healthy for both of them, that is a good thing, you know what I mean? But like, it would take all my energy in the world to not just be like, will you stop? You know, will you shut up? Like, sorry for butting in. And like, you know, I don't even have to say that like, oh, not to be rude, because I think everyone understands, like everyone would feel the same way. You would get to a point if Kurata kept saying this stuff to you that you'd want to just like tell her to F off, you know? Sorry for butting in. Again, look at Takumi, perfect person. I'll be on my way. Enjoy your slumber party. That was always the plan. We don't need you to tell us. See you, Takumi. Have a good night. Nozomi and Kurata left with happy looks on their faces. Feeling pretty pleased with myself, I abandoned my walk and headed back to my room. That's kind of a nice idea, right? The fact that, like, you know, you see someone being good friends and you're like, it makes you feel pretty warm inside. I had a feeling I'd sleep well tonight. He's just a really good person. He really is. Perfect protagonist. Not perfect in that way, you know what I mean? I mean perfect in terms of like writing and character writing, and I like him a lot. You know, he's obviously going to make really bad decisions sometimes as well that we disagree with. That happens with any character and should happen sometimes to characters. You know what I mean? Monster, Kenzo Tenma, is not always going to do stuff that like, again, Kenzo Tenma is a good person. Are we even ringing the doorbell? Kenzuteba is a good person, like a really morally good person, right? But like obviously every character is going to do something where you're like, why would he do that? Oh my god, no, go back, don't do this. You know what I mean? Like everyone's going to make decisions that you don't agree with. I've been relaxing in the room after breakfast when the doorbell rang. So we even went to breakfast already. Whoa, aggressive. Whoa, really aggressive. I'm coming. Gaku, you okay? I opened the door to find Gaku standing there. Talk to me, man, you're invited. Invited to what? Also, you're only need to ring once. Don't sweat the small stuff, bro. I'd argue it's a pretty big stuff. Come on, man. Just come to my room tonight, okay? I'll be waiting for you. Do not stand me up. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Gaku turned and left without waiting for me to respond. I had no idea what he was planning, but I knew I'd feel bad if I ignored him. I just have to go and see how things turned out. Yeah, no, if anyone invites me, doesn't matter who it is, like I'll check it out. But I'm just wondering what he wants. Now, what should I do until then? That's super, right? There's something interesting about that there. Like, it's like, Gaku has had enthusiastic plans before, like DJ Gaku and the fair and stuff like this. But he seemed very enthusiastic about this. So I wonder what's going to be happening with that. Okay, so let's give Kako another scooter. Vroom, here I come. Let's give her a scooter again there as well. Scooter. We should probably upgrade our abilities as well in the next part of the free time, just so we know we can. Hopefully she says, "Oh wow," in a very adorable way. Hopefully, I'm hoping.
Oh wow!
She said it. Good.
I've never received something like this before. I love it.
The day we're gonna be so terrified when she goes, "Oh wow," with a question mark. Affinity went up to 5. Yeah, we're max rank with Kaku's abilities there. So we still have free time in the afternoon. Okay, I want to go to like the potions room first of all to see if there's anything we can do there. I know we probably have to upgrade our science a bit. Oh, look who's there. In the potions room. Let's go. Okay, we can upgrade our attack potion. Right? 100%. I think having an agility potion ain't gonna be a bad thing either. We need some more textiles, by the way. Hopefully we still have enough to make like a scooter. Ada's like, hey, oh, he's gone. I saw the reaction to like to Ato everyone had as well in the episode from the few days ago. It's just like so funny to me. Look at this smiley face. It's so funny to me. I do like that about my channel though, and I hope you guys feel that too, because I feel it quite a bit with this channel. Is that like, oh yeah, we have more than enough, because like it's 5 and 5, that's nothing. Is that like what's so crazy is that like, and it happens with every playthrough. It happened with Genshin as well. It happened with this playthrough. It happens with all the playthroughs I get to do. Is that I never really have a problem en masse with like people being rude about my opinions.
I've never received something like this before. I love it.
And just to go doing for, I never really have that problem that like some other channels might. And I think it all comes down to like, you know, it's like respect is a two-way street. I feel like people would disagree with my opinion. Like, so for the example is like, hey, like I wasn't a big fan of Ato. I'm not a big fan of Kurara, right? But if someone comes along and says, well, I am a big fan of Kurara, I'm a big fan of Ato, there's none of me going like, what the hell, bro? What the hell? You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's really cool about my audience. Like, I do have like a great audience. And not only like me saying this, like I want to make it clear, like, you know, friends, when they check out my comment sections and they check out this stuff as well, they're actually like, the first thing they ask me is just like, though, like, do you like, have you like cleaned this up? It's like, no, like people are just genuinely just very freaking nice in my audience, and I very much very happy that I found this like community. Even again when they disagree with, which they do several times and quite a few times, there's never a thing where it's like, I hate Calvin, F you, and then they go. You know what I mean? It's like, it's more just like, oh, like I disagree with this part, this. Even when like in the past, like I've criticized, like say like the Greatest Attorney game, I said like the pacing was a bit weird in that game. Even though I do love that game quite a bit, I said the pacing is very weird in that game. I didn't have people saying like F you or anything like this, because again, if you come at things, I feel like, and this is, I'm not trying to be like, oh, we're all so respectful, us, me and you guys, but I mean like, I think there's ways to criticize people's loves without just nitpicking and crapping and stuff, you know what I mean? I feel like there's always that way of doing this, you know? At least that's my opinion anyway. Night came. I went to Gaku's room just like he told me to. Here we go. He's running towards the door. After pressing the doorbell, I heard footsteps come from the inside. The door opened with a click. Wait. Why? I stepped aside to see that it's just all the other boys were already there? We've been waiting for you to talk. Oh, why are all the boys here? Gaku, why are all the boys here? You're all here too? Man, this place is a pigsty. It takes some nerve to invite people to come spend time at this landfill. Unbelievable. Here's the thing, right? How did they get... I said this last time. There's like loads of different things here, which here's the implication is Gaku brought it back to his room. But also, since like you can't make some of the stuff or find some of the stuff in the academy, the implication is also that when they were tailoring rooms to people, for some reason the people in the Last Defense Academy put some trash in here. Which I think is crazy. I feel completely at home, like I'm surrounded by old friends. Come on now. What do you want to say to us anyway? You borrowed half the damn school out. Don't rush me, man. Gaku, why have you brought all the boys here? You guys don't know why we're here either? Gaku just showed up and insisted I come to his room tonight. After such a candid and passionate invitation, I completely gave in. He told me we were doing a presentation on our favorite things about Kako. No. Kako, that's actually kind of genius. I was looking forward to hearing you all praise my dear sister to the skies, and stabbing anyone might have ulterior motives. Wait, he's saying he will literally hurt someone who like says anything romantically, I'm guessing. Hey! Put the knife away if you don't mind. What, this isn't a wait, no, we told him all different things. This isn't a torture session to take full advantage of our invulnerability. I brought all my biggest and toughest tools. Just to take a look, the fact that Gaku went around and said, hey, Yugabu, do you want to come to my room tonight? We're doing a torture session. And he was like, hey, Ema, we're doing a presentation on how good Kako is. Come on. You know, like, that's so funny to me. So basically you said whatever you had to get us to come. Yeah, it justifies the means, bro. It's all real important. It better be, Gaku, please. Is it? It is? I had a realization. The special defense unit is missing something huge. What we need is... What?
Gossip about girls, man.
Oh, dear Lord. Gaku. I want to make it perfectly clear here. It is perfectly normal on both girls and boys in any gender to gossip about girls you like, boys you like, people you like. You know what I mean? It is 100% a natural thing. All right? I just don't know why we had to gather a bunch of people here. You could have just why wouldn't you just walk up to Takumi and say like, hey, do you like Nozomi? And then you'd be like, well, I think that like this person's cute. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's such a natural thing to talk about like people you might like with other people. It's such a normal thing. You know what I mean? You could have just done that. Huh? Gossip about girls? I mean, this place might be freaky as all get out, but it's still a school, right? Girls and boys the same age living together under one roof. We gotta have some fun with that sometimes. I think she's so cute. What the heck, bro? She's mine. Please, boys, don't fight over little old me. See, again, I don't think, like, again, him saying this stuff, like, I think she's cute. What the heck, bro? She's mine. Like, he's talking about this experience that he wants from, like, you know, like, I guess, like, the public school perspective where it's, like, you know, a co-ed school where it's, like, oh, like, you know, like, I think she's cute and she's adorable. And, like, but again, like, he has this overactive imagination of how like the girls will react to the situation. Don't fight over little old me. What is this, the 30s? Like, is this a 30s movie? You know, like it's definitely not like that's it. But again, like I said, it's totally like normal to want to talk about people you like. It's totally normal. But you could have just done this naturally, right? He just obviously has like an overactive imagination of what the girls are going to react to this stuff. And you're like, oh my god, Gaku and Eito are fighting over me. I'm pretty sure the reaction would be, okay. You know what I mean? Nothing against Eito and Gaku, but like, I feel like that's what the girls in this academy are kind of like, their personality would be like. That's the stuff we need right now. Can I leave now? Oh my god. You test out all the tools you brought with this. Oh my god, Takamado. As you command. What color are your insides, little Gaku? Oh no. Hold on, hear me out. This will totally help our unity, guys. We have to fight all kinds of crazy powerful foes, don't we? Don't you think we need a better teamwork to stand a chance against We already have great teamwork. First of all, your smile is adorable as heck. But second of all, like genuinely, like as I said, I can only say it so many times. You could have done this now. You could have literally just walked up to one of us and said, hey, do you like Nozomi? Do you think Nozomi's cute? That's totally a natural part of being a human. You know what I mean? It's not wrong. Hi everyone, it's Calvin for the Future, and I wanted to say that I do think that another one of the reasons why Gaku had this organized meeting is because I feel like he's a character who doesn't have didn't have his a lot of his youth, and he's still very young, but still even now he doesn't have a lot of his youth. He's now in like 100-day defense of a academy in this death academy, right? But I do feel like that he has probably seen like this type of thing, this gossip, which is a normal thing, by the way. It's a normal thing to talk about girls you like and people you like and boys you like and all this stuff. It's normal. But it's also one of those things where like I feel like he saw it in like movies, he saw it in maybe TV shows, he's heard about it like secondhand. And because he's always been working, because he's had to take care of 20 other kids himself at his age, I wonder if it is a thing where like he kind of like wanted this to happen because it's a part of like your youth. It's a big part of your youth for a lot of people. And I wonder if like that's another one of the reasons why like he made it into like this organized meeting thing, if you know what I mean. And that could be the case. He is a character who like is still young, but his youth is slipping away more and more for him. And it's a very terrifying prospect, I think, for anyone. He's in a position where he has to take care of like a bunch of foster kids below him. I say below him in age. He has to work a bunch of jobs. He doesn't get to have the same experience that other people might not. So I really feel like this is a thing where like maybe, and I didn't read into it at the time because obviously the scene was like, at some parts was played off to be comedic as well. And maybe you could say, Calvin, you're reading too much into it. But I really feel like that is this thing in my head where it's like, Gaku being the one to organize this, you could just say like, oh, like he likes girls. That's you could just like boil it down to that. But I think the very specific thing that it's like the idea of let's organize a meeting to do this. I generally think it's a thing where maybe you heard about this, maybe he heard about it secondhand, saw it in a movie, and he wanted this to be a part of his youth. A big giveaway for me is him like not even understanding like how girls talk, like, oh my god, please don't fight over little old me. That's like a 30s movie, you know what I mean? It's like that's 1936 movie right there, you know what I mean? So I really feel like he's seen this, he's heard about this, but never actually got to experience his youth, and is now trying to experience it here as a way to maybe feel like this is how you get closer to people. And again, like I said, it's completely normal to do that, but I just want to say that here just in case, because I feel like I know you guys know I love Gaku at this stage, and I feel like it's one of those things where like I don't even have to say like, oh, I'm not making fun of Gaku, you know what I mean? Because I think at this stage you guys know that even if I call out Gaku sometimes for like maybe speaking before he thinks, that's the thing that Gaku does sometimes. But like I don't even have to say it at this point, so I don't even think I'll say it here. It's like you guys know I like Gaku. You guys know I would never try to make fun of him in any way or be rude to any character that way that doesn't really like truly deserve it. So I'd feel like like even me saying this now is kind of redundant. So let's just get back to the video. Okay. Well, yeah, but still. So you agree, these moments might seem goofy at first, but they'll give you strength when you need it most. He's saying that like if we talk about the stuff, the people we like, the girls we think are cute, it's gonna make us come closer together. That does make kind of sense, does it? Maybe this isn't such a bad idea after all. I think we should do this. Eito? Come on, guys. Love leads to brighter tomorrow. Young people need to gossip about their crushes and their dreams. Again, I think it's totally natural for people to do that. I do, right? I do think it's natural. I just think that like organizing it isn't the way to go about it. Just naturally like talk to someone about like the person you like. Hey, do you get me? You really get me? You guys are in, right? I wouldn't mind trying it. It'll be another memory I get to make with everyone. Jeez, how can guys say no after that? So if it's for FB, fine. So Takumi's like, okay, FB gets it again. Like for FB, that makes sense as well. Where it's like, yeah, you get to have that moment in your life where like, oh, like I like this gal, I like that gal, I like this person, I like this dude, I like this person, right? Again, a part of growing up. It's a huge part. Like it can be a huge part of growing up, right? So like giving FB that experience, yeah, 100%. 100%. So I hope it doesn't sound like I'm saying like, Gaku, what a weird thing. I'm not saying that. I just like think it's like absolutely hilarious that you decide to organize something that can be very natural. You know what I mean? It's like an organized meeting about it. Thank you. So what exactly is crush and why would we gossip about it? You don't even know that? In short, us boys are going to tell each other which one of the special defense unit girls we like. Can't we just talk about girls just more generally? We can say if you prefer long or short hair. That's a snooze fest. Nut up and say it with your chest. Now then, who to start with? Look at his face. I like Hiroko. Oh! Cripe, slow down. Look, well, you told him to do it, you know? You told him to do it. You wanted us to talk? But there's an art to it, man. We're supposed to goad each other into it. Like I care. As I'm saying, I like Hiroko. That's really interesting, right? And again, probably like the closest thing to matching his like very like his energy, I think too, you know? She's brave as hell and not just a woman for anyone. I'm surprised you guys bicker so much. Well, that's part of it too. Ain't many people who look me in the eyes and tell things like that they are. That's interesting. So again, like Takamaru clearly likes a woman who's like, you know, pretty tough and strong, but someone who will also tell him like where to go. You know what I mean? Which I think is like very adorable. You know, it's very adorable.
Huh?
I see, by the way, I'm not interested in any girl other than Kako. Indeed. You seem like you'd be pretty popular with the ladies, though. You're pretty handsome. It's literally the only good thing about... Oh my god, Gaku. First of all, Gaku calling Eva handsome is very sweet, right? It's very sweet. But then saying it's the only good thing about you? Rude, but they do approach me quite a bit. I used to drive the women in my neighborhood around for their night work sometimes. In the car, they'd... Oh, that stuff with the past as well. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Keep your salacious stories to yourself before I get jealous. Clearly, this wasn't a good thing, Gaku. And I know Gaku has like a habit, we've talked about this before. He will speak before he thinks sometimes as well. But like, yeah, it was not a good thing. He was in middle school when all this stuff was happening. Not a good thing in any way, shape, or form, honestly. Oh, but I was just getting to the good part. I wouldn't even get to them, to their clients this time before that. Yeah, exactly. It's not. Oh, seriously, moving on. You can move. Again, it's not a great thing. It's not a great thing at all. Eva, okay, I guess Eva. She'll let you do anything if you ask, and boy, is there a lot I'd like to do to her. He means experiments, obviously, but at the same time, like, you know, she just, like, wants to keep everyone happy, so please don't experiment, Eva. Please do not do that. I'm almost afraid to ask, but come again? Taki, I'll come for you anytime. Okay, watch your mouth. Okay. Why is that where you want to start? Okay. Taki, we say this enough out of you. This is, like, actually, like, a very, like, awkward feeling. What about you, Atom?
Hey.
I like Moko. We could tell. We could definitely tell. For real, why her? Where do I start? Her radiant, wholesome beauty, her lovely face. I'll never forget that exquisite, sweet exhilaration I felt at the training camp. My little angel. Oh my god. You sure you don't still have that impairment that makes you see the world all wrong? He likes her. Maybe he's just a masochist. Different strokes, as they say. Well, she definitely would put him through a lot of training regimens. How about you, Mr. Kanzaki? Won't you feel bad for any girl who was liked by... Oh god, Shoba. Yes. Oh no. Sorry, I asked. Well, you can just skip Takumi. Oh, because they... Okay. This is a very natural moment too. We know who you like. You're so boring and lame, man. You like the Zoe, right? Wait, she's boring? You don't know that for sure. Whatever, I just know on the inside you're like... I bet Zoe likes me a little bit too. Am I wrong? You're really beginning to push your luck now. But the two of you were having so much fun chatting alone in the cafeteria at night earlier. Takumi got some real brass balls on you. Who knew you had it in you? Of course nothing good ever comes out of workplace romance. Again, it's so interesting that like in this game, and in life too that happens too, where like a little phrasing can make everything sound like very strange. Gaku, like Eito saying, hey, you were talking alone in the cafeteria at night, sounds like we were like, you know, having like a very romantic conversation, but it was actually like a very like friendly, emotional conversation, you know? Don't say things like that. I'll give him the wrong idea. This game is all about giving the wrong idea. You know, we've had like 3 misunderstandings that can be misconstrued in the past 5 minutes. From what Eito said, from what twice from what Iba said, and Gaku misunderstood it. What Yugumu said, which we understood what he was saying, but if anyone heard that out of context, it sounds so bad. And it already is bad, like, but like obviously we're just used to him wanting to do surgeries on everybody, you know what I mean? But it just sounds very, very bad, you know what I mean? Like, the phrasing of this is insane. It's insane. That was something else about Kurata. Anyway, it wasn't like that. Yeah, of course it wasn't. What if I punch him just What about UFB? I'd have to say Tsubasa. That's a surprise. Do you even understand love and romance and all that? I'm not sure if the feelings I have are like yours, but I really have a lot of fun making the dowsing machine with her. Okay. I want it to last forever.
If these warm feelings filling the emptiness in my chest are what it means to like someone, then I'm very proud I got to experience such a wonderful feeling.
That's so sweet. He felt like maybe like a lot of things in that moment. It's like this feeling of like you know, being close to someone like, you know, someone, you know, not only paying attention to you, but someone like, you know, giving their time to help you out with something as well can feel like very nice as well.
And I'm proud I got to share it with all of you.
That's so sweet. He is such a sweet character. FB. And of course, Takamoto is crying. This is true love and peace. My heart feels strangely warm. And ugly even told like he's worthy of your pride. The fact that like FB is one of those characters that can legitimately make everyone cry is so funny to me. It's so sweet, right? But it's just so funny because they will like break down so quickly. But it is very sweet. This party was worth just to hear that. I agree. I've never had any friends, so this is new for me. Ema, we're so happy to be your friend. So happy.
Huh?
Well, then I better hit the road. Hey, hold on. Aren't you guys forgetting somebody? I know we didn't ask you. I'm actually very curious, actually. Isn't this good enough? Nobody wants to hear your garbage thoughts after FB's sweet and innocent feel. Oh my god, Ema. He is like just as snarky as ever. This is my idea, bro. You can at least ask me. Yeah, sure. Who do you like, Gaku? I thought you'd ever ask. Ready for this? Listen up. The girl I like is... You guessed it, Karara, because she's freaking loaded. Okay. With her family's money, I can live in luxury for the rest of my life. Gaku basically said, I need to find me a rich girl. He's like, I need to find me a rich girl and retire. As he said. You're a real scumbag, you know that? I knew we should have let Mr. Okagi deal with him. Gaku that's just wrong. 110% trying to get with someone like just because like they're rich would be 100% wrong. But like, I do think that like that's like a thing, right? It's like a joke now where it's like, I need to find me a rich man. I need to find me a rich girl. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's this has been a very weird conversation. Come on, guys. What do I do? What did I say? In the end, we didn't actually leave. We talked openly deep into the night. Okay, over the fruit juice we just bought from the cafeteria. Again, like, I have so much thoughts on that conversation. I have so many thoughts on the conversation. Can I just talk about this really quickly as we do the ding dong bing bong? Actually, we'll get through this and we'll talk about this because I feel like that's like...
Get prepared to spend another. Be ready to give your lot.
It's actually not... Here, we'll talk about it now. As I said, it's completely normal to talk about the girls you like and the boys you like and the people you like with your friends. That's a completely normal situation. And like, just as it would be if like all the girls got together, or if like say Takumi and Nozomi got, or say Takumi and like Tsubasa got together and asked each other who they liked and stuff like that. That's a completely normal part of growing up, and like it's part of life in general, you know, those type of conversations. And I feel like what was happening here was Gaku definitely wanted to have that camaraderie that people have. It's normal to talk about the people you like. So I actually think once again, Last Defense Academy do like a very like sweet conversation and very like at times adorable conversation, at times very like normal and realistic conversation. I mixed it in with some stuff that makes you feel very uncomfortable, you know, and that's very Last Defense Academy to me. Oh, we slept in the room? That's so cute. I opened my eyes, see the bottom of someone's foot directly in my face. It reeks. Moving very stinky foot aside, I slowly sat up to the... that's a very, like, sleepover experience as well, right? Waking up and then, like, you know, someone's, like, back being in your head or something like this, or, like, someone's head, like, against your head. Like, it's very, like, sleepover experience. Oh, everyone's still sleeping. That's right. Last night, we talked until it was almost dawn, and then we laid down right there. And you see what I mean? This is a sweet thing. It's not a bad thing for them to talk about the people they like. You know what I mean? We must have dozed off at some point. We were all asleep in one big huddle in Gaku's room. That might have been the first time I ever talked with the guys all night. I looked around and saw that FB and Eito were gone. FB must have recalled his avatar, and Eito probably just woke up first. I rather finished sleeping in my own room. I quietly stood up as not to wake anyone up and went back to my room. You see what I mean? Like, I hope you guys get what I'm saying in a very nuanced way, right? 100%. Oh? I was enjoying a second round of sleep in my back of my room when the bell sounded at an unusual time. Yeah, it sounded weird too, right? It's a little late for the morning announcements. Testing, 1, 2. What are you doing this? Special announcement for all special defense unit members. After dinner, please gather in the schoolyard? Yeah. What? After dinner, please gather in the school? Why? This is a direct order from your commanding officer. Takumi? Your compliance is mandatory. That is all. What? What was that all about? Something was clearly different about Sore. He had a very deep, like, tone to him, right? Maybe he got some kind of intel on the invaders. It has been awfully quiet on the battlefront as of late. Nothing has happened during our special training camp either, for that matter. It was possible that all of the commanders, including Vexnus, were planning a coordinated attack. I better not let my imagination get the best of me. I'll just have to wait until nighttime. Okay. We're waiting until nighttime. Yeah, like, yeah, like, to put a pin in all that there. First of all, that's very weird. We don't know what's happening there. Like, not that it needs to be, like, fully dissected or anything like that. I just think it's, like, always interesting how, like, Last Defense Academy will, like, do some very natural feelings and mix it with, like, the weirdness of this game as well, you know? It is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, very sweet that, like, all the boys had, like, a little sleepover together as well, right? The same time that Kadara and Nozomi were having a sleepover as well, you know, where it was like, you know, like, it's sweet that everyone's getting very close to each other. It is, you know? It definitely is. It definitely is very sweet. Oh yeah, gift-o-matic for Kako, right? Yeah, make another scooter. Wait, should we, just in case, should we, like, actually, we should upgrade our abilities as well, just in case, right? See if we can upgrade anyone's abilities. Just in case it is going to be, like, some, you never know what's going to happen, especially with, like, story beats. You never know. Do we have enough? We do not have enough. We could do a battle, but at this stage, I'm not, like, I'm okay with doing the battles now because, again, we get so much experience just from, like, going through different routes and stuff anyway. So it's like, we like, if we're doing another route after this, if you guys want to see that, we're going to be getting more BP anyway. How are you doing, Kako? Let's see now. It's very sweet as well that, like, I think what Takamoto said about Hiroko is very sweet as well, and what, you know, Eito said about Moko is very sweet as well. What, you know, I also think it's also a very normal thing as well as a sweet thing when you're, like, talking to your friends and you know, the thing with Nozomi and Takumi where they're like, oh, you don't have to say, dude, you love Nozomi. You know, we know it, you know, that's also a very sweet thing as well.
Oh, wow! I've never received something like
It's literally your
this
first time seeing a
before.
scooter. It's
Love
literally your
it.
first time seeing a scooter. It's amazing. But we're almost max spawning rank with Kako.
Oh, Takumi? I want to tell you what I held back from saying the other day.
Go ahead, whatever it is.
About the other reason I want to become a detective? It's related to the traffic accident that took my parents' lives.
Okay, so this is going to be definitely like a deep conversation.
My father was an impartial detective who would help the disadvantaged. But that made him a lot of enemies.
So, impartial detective, does that mean like he kind of like, I guess it says in the tin, he just helped people that were more disadvantaged?
I saw my first future vision a couple of days before the
Oh.
accident. A vision of my parents being killed by someone. At that time, I thought I was just having a nightmare.
Right. That must be so difficult then for it actually to come true, right?
So all I did was cry
Oh,
and
no.
cry without telling anyone about it.
That's so sad.
I've always regretted that. I want to become a detective and find out the truth about my parents' deaths. To put right what I couldn't before.
Man, that's so heavy though. The fact that, like, you know, you're crying for days and you can't tell anyone about it. You know, as I said, I talked about that Biffy Clyro line before, right? That Biffy Clyro line in the song, which is like, you know, have you ever been in a place where which you couldn't breathe, and of course you couldn't say. And that always like means something to me where it's like you're in a space where like you're having a problem, but you can't even let anyone know about the problem. You know, there's something about that. It's very, 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 very like emotional to me as well, because like I care about Kako so much, and the idea of like just picturing her crying for 3 days before this happened, and after probably too, and now she wants to like put this right.
Oh, but please keep this a secret from my dear brother. He would definitely oppose if he knew.
110% to keep it a secret.
He thinks of himself as my assistant, but I don't really want his assistance for this particular case. Anyway, please don't ever let him know. I trust you, Takumi.
Your bond with Kako Tsukumo is stronger now. The 100%, like I can feel that trust in her, from her as well. And we would never betray her trust, ever. You know what I mean? That's something that we would never do, and you guys know we would never do that. I think we probably won't have enough for the snack skeletons, but we'll see. But yeah, like, and you guys know that's like definitely like how I feel about like all the characters in this game. Like, you know, it like, and yes, it counts then as like keeping something from Ema. It counts as that 100%. But I'm also like 100% never gonna like give up someone's. That's my take and that's my personal feelings. I will never give up someone's like personal. What do I say? Their personal like secrets to people, especially if they ask me like not to even like say anything, you know what I mean? That's between us as well. But it is a very emotional thing for Kako, right? Like the idea of like having to like not only see the idea of your parents dying, but then knowing they died quite after it as well.
If you're sure I can have it, I'll take it.
Thank you, Gaku.
This is awesome.
Because like that's one of the things is like with Kako is that like knowing about her clairvoyance for the first time, she had to come to terms with it, with the fact that her first thing she ever saw was her parents dying in her clairvoyant like visions. That's difficult, man. That's so horrible. Oh, we got your max rank with social studies, I think. Yeah, like there's like a silver rank there. Unless it goes above that, we'll see. We'll check the menu. As instructed by Soraya, I made my way to the schoolyard that evening. Everyone's here. Everybody is here. Hey, Takabaro, look, Kuroko's there. Everyone else was already there. I have no idea what we're to expect from this. We're all here then. Ain't nobody would ignore an announcement like that. It was very like deep and weird. What's up? It has to be about the invaders. They're finally here, aren't they? It's been too peaceful around here anyway. This is perfect. I want to see some bloodshed, okay? I've been doing my best, as pathetic wordless as my best is. I think I can be an assistance to you all. Sounds like we're all ready. Saray, lay it on us. When are they coming? Wait, what? What's happening? I wasn't expecting everyone to be in such a serious mood. You guys let it rip? Yes, sir. Let what rip? And with Saray's panicked orders and ego. Wait, what's happening? Wait, what? Lavish fireworks flew through the night sky. What? A fire? They set off fireworks? Are we serious? Why? Is it just for fun?
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. Wait, what?
Fireworks?
Well, you see,
No way. Was this just like for fun?
we're having a fireworks show to celebrate surviving
What?
your brutal training camp experience.
What? That's so sweet. Wait, what about the invaders? I think it's just a no, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for like a fireworks display. There's no new info about them. I never even mentioned anything of the sort anyway. But you announced it so somberly in the middle of the day. It was very terrifying. Well, yeah, I want to introduce A to all of you. You guys weren't excited at all. Oh, wait. So he did it like very somberly so they like wouldn't even predict it, I guess? So I thought if it made things feel serious, you'd all be really surprised. Yes, 100% that's what he did. Because we all interrupted his Ato announcement. That's why I changed it up. You can't freaking do that. You don't know how drained it was to sit with the worst all day. Oh, poor Gaku. Hey, I was dealing with plenty of anxiety over this myself. Okay, yeah, this is why you shouldn't do that, 100%. You know? The two angels have anxiety. Sorry. I'll torture / punish him. Honestly, you know what?
No!
Well, I'm sorry. But you know whose idea this was? Atsuki, look at him. Just quietly standing there acting all this, and he had another idea. He said he wanted to see your shocked faces. And they love a good surprise. Eitzo?
Love and peace.
Oh my god, love and peace. Such touching words. I think empty platitude is more accurate. I'm sorry, I had no idea things would get so tense. But it's true that all we wanted was to see you all happy. That's right, Mr. Atsuki went through all this trouble to ready up the fireworks. Why not just enjoy them now that you're all here? I'm so excited, I've never beheld such huge fireworks before. Well, whatever, I'm 100% on board for enjoying these fireworks. 100%. Let's see if you can outdo the Otsutsuki family's life-size waterfall fireworks? That sounds nice. Feel free to set me on fire and blow me up if you run out. No. Knocked it off, Shoma, please. And so kicked off our lively fireworks show.
Wow, so cool.
Oh Oh my god, look at this image. Are you kidding me? This is so sweet. It's like almost like it's the, do you hear the theme in the background? It's like the theme for the Wandering Around theme, but it's like has more like traditional drums and stuff. Like I guess like a traditional fireworks show would have. Look at this image though, right? Look at Takamaru sitting down having some fun over there. Wait, is Gaku holding on to Eva's arm? Is he scared? Is he a little bit frightened? And look, oh my god, look at FB and Tsubasa as well. They're all having such a good time. This means so much to me.
Woo! Fire in the hole! What does that mean?
I don't remember. I learned it a long time ago.
You call this a fireworks display? You're about $1 million
This is
short.
so special. These are the moments that make all like, you know, it makes this game like so like beautiful, right? Like look at Kako's happy face, you know?
They're
They
beautiful.
really are. They really are.
I have little ones you can hold too.
Oh, like sparklers?
Look, sparklers!
Oh my god.
Let's see who'll last longer.
Wait, I think... Am I wrong in saying that... No, maybe I got that wrong. I thought that Tsubasa was lighting the sparklers on FB's flames.
If I hold one of these, it'll just burst
Yes,
into
as I was...
flames.
Yes, probably.
Please dispose of your used sparklers in the bucket or in my mouth.
Wait, no, oh no, what's happening here is actually, Ava's trying to put the sparklers in Shoma's mouth, and I think Kaku is stopping her.
Understood. Open wide, please.
I think that's what's happening.
Whoa, Ava, no!
You see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about with Gaku. He's always like the first to be like, don't do, like, to like, stand up or protect someone. Not that he has to stand up to Ava, but like, you know what I mean? He's always the first to be like, let's use logic for a second here. Even though sometimes he can be like, you know, illogical himself. That's so sweet. All right, speaking of surprises, I have something for FB, yeah? For FB? From FB? That's right. Take one, please. What is that? Badges, Special Defense Unit. What's this? A quality FB and Kawana Workshop joint production Special Defense Unit badges. FB told me he wanted to make something to celebrate all of us making it through our intense training camps. You know what's so sweet? The fact that they're still making stuff together is that FB genuinely like adores being around Tsubasa. You know what I mean? That's so sweet. We made them together. In other words, this is a token of our fellowship. It is like the fellowship. I adore these types of things. Should we put X's on our left arm while we're at it? Looks like the gang decal. I miss seeing this kind of shit. Sometimes I forget you're a criminal. Why did that so out of pocket? That's so like out of nowhere. I put my power to them too. I don't know if they'll be useful, but maybe you could think of them like a good luck charm. By the way, we talk about it. Sweetheart that does crimes. Be sweet, do crimes. Thank you, Effie. We'll treasure them. I really appreciate that. This is such a sweet moment. What a high quality design. I'll smack dab in the middle of where I belong. Finally managed to see past your rebellious hormonal rages to feel some gratitude for old Saray, huh? That part was FB's idea. You? Yeah, Never mind, it's not that deep. You are a commanding officer, so it just felt right. I see. I appreciate your loyalty, but this is an unauthorized use of my image. You have failed to consult with me, the copyright holder. I'll be collecting royalties. Cheapskate robot. If you want royalties, pay us the freaking wages. Exactly, Kako. Exactly. We laughed and laughed as the fireworks show continued. It's beautiful. Hey, Eito, are you having fun? Oh, talking about having the time of my life. Glad to hear it. I never thought I'd be standing next to you watching the fireworks. Legitimately, I never thought this would happen again. Like, I think everyone would agree that, like, you know, playing the first route of this game, never in a million years would I suspect this to happen again. You know? Is it really that surprising? Of course, the old you hated humans from the bottom of his heart. And you hated us. I didn't think we'd ever see eye to eye in anything. So I'm glad we cured you. I felt bad for the way that you were.
Oh.
Sorry, I think I said that wrong, did I? I felt bad. Oh, for the way you were.
Oh.
Okay. Bad for me? Yeah, all that hate and anger because of the disorder you had, right? You must have been unhappy being controlled by it and able to have your own will. So I'm happy we can have a conversation like this. Takumi? You sure are a nice guy. I didn't know you worried for me like that. I mean, Takumi's always been like a very good person, and you guys had a fantastic relationship before all the reveals. You're exactly right. It's great that we can talk like this.
Just two guys sharing their deepest feelings with each other beneath a sky full of fireworks. This is what friendship is all about.
This is what friendship is all about, I suppose. You're embarrassing me. The power of friendship, Eito. Love and peace. Eito's straightforwardness made me squirmy, but strangely, I kind of enjoyed it. Jimmy, I still don't. It makes me feel uncomfortable. The odd feeling lingered inside of me as I looked up at the fireworks. It was then Nozomi walked over to us. Nozomi! How are you? Sorry to interrupt. Do you have a moment? What's the matter, Nozomi?
I was hoping we could talk. Alone.
Sure. You and me? Yeah, no problem. Thanks, I'll be over there. With that, Nozomi walked over to the fire edge of the schoolyard. Excuse me for a sec. Don't ever let a girl see you as anything less than a confident friend. Wait, don't ever let a girl see you as anything less than confident friend. Mind your business. And also, Takumi, the advice I would give you, most people, not just girls, any gender will want to see you, the good people want to see you for who you are. And if you're not someone who's just like this confident, slick person, and they like you for you, then that's the best thing. You know what I mean? That's the best thing. Eito teasing, everyone likes people in for different reasons. Eito teasingly waved me away. So sweet! Oh my god, look at this image!
From your conversation.
No, it's fine. I was feeling very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. This is so beautiful.
No, it's no problem at all.
The fireworks are so beautiful.
Yeah? They're gorgeous.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah?
Siri gave out sparklers. Did you get one?
This is like such like a very cute like build up to a conversation. You know, it's like, hey, did you get a sparkler? You know?
No, I was talking to Eito.
His voice is so like he's trying to keep it maintained.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was so nervous that I ended up sounding like a complete loser. I could tell you were trying to keep something contained in your voice. I have to do something. At times like this, it's important to take the lead.
What was it you wanted to talk about?
Okay, making the first step in the conversation, not a bad thing.
Oh, well, I guess I wanted to thank you.
Okay.
Thank me.
Yeah, you've done so much for me, Takumi.
That's very sweet. That is very, very sweet.
With the story of my past with Kureta and I.
It was no big deal.
See, in the process of him trying to sound kind of cool, it's making him sound like not like himself in a way, But I think that's like an intentional thing,
It was a very big deal. To me, at least.
Honestly, like you have helped Nozomi out quite a bit. Just like Nozomi, and I think even in the previous timeline as well. And it's not that Nozomi helps all of us out too, she's incredible. But it's always a great thing to hear a thank you, Like we talk about that all the time. The idea that 1,000 thank yous, 1,000 sorries is worth one thank you. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm glad I could be of help then.
And it's good to get a compliment sometimes too, and for people to acknowledge, that you've done good, even if that's not why you did it, And we know Takumi didn't do it for a thank you.
But I should be thanking you too.
Here we go.
Me? Did I do anything?
You did. You looked after me when I...
True.
Blew myself up and ended up in a coma.
Yeah, very much so. Very much you did that.
How did you know that?
Oh, it was, yeah.
Moko told me.
Yeah. But yeah, 100%. You have such a caring heart.
I always meant to thank you, but so much happened and I never got around to it.
Right.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. I did it because I wanted to.
Right. Yeah, no, we know. We definitely know.
But I was really happy when I heard you looked after me like that.
Were you?
Yeah.
That's and it's such a sweet thing, is that the idea that the fact that Nozomi looked after me feels like such a good thing, right? And it's such a normal way to feel too. This is such a very beautifully realistic conversation, right? Even the speech patterns, the tone of their voice, the tone of Takumi's voice. It really feels like two people that do care about each other. But like I said, Takumi does sound like he's trying to keep his voice together, This music as well. An awkward silence hit us again. Am I this bad at making conversation? No, I think you're very good at making conversation. It's just that when you're in a moment where it feels like you have to make conversation, sometimes it can be hard. I need anything to talk about. I was just about to panic and ask Nozomi which way she thinks a dog would wear pads. But then she looked over me and started to speak.
I hope I haven't misunderstood things, but... Takumi, you're always so kind to me.
Yeah. He cares about you a lot.
Why is that?
Nozomi seemed nervous as she asked, her face flushing slightly.
Why? Well...
Who are you trying to be so kind to, Takumi? Me? Or Karawa?
He was so good at separating the two of you, he was. Hearing that name almost made my heart stop. Like, what a moment for Takumi's out, because we know he got so good at separating the two of them, right? I couldn't bring myself to answer a question.
If you can't answer, that's fine. But, well... That is to say,
This is such like an interesting conversation because I'm at the edge of my seat, like my heart's pounding myself here as well, you know? Like just wondering what's gonna be said next. The sound of fireworks felt awfully far away in the distance.
Takumi,
Wait, what? No, the rejection? Oh my god, she claps right in front of me. Help her. The heart-clenching euphoria I had experienced just a few moments ago was gone. Oh my god.
Nomi?
No.
Hey,
It's the rejection. It has to be rejection, right?
Nozomi!
It has to be the rejection. Hear my shouts and sense something was wrong. Everyone ran over. 100%. I was so sure this moment was going to be the highlight of my life. She was gonna say I love you, but like, regardless of that, like, you know, anytime she would collapse over is a very serious issue. And I'm not saying Takumi is saying that, by the way. He's 100% okay to be upset that, like, you know, not upset, but like, oh my god, this is such a beautiful moment, you know what I mean? And now this happened. Because he still cares about his zombies, you know what I mean? I never want to make it sound like he doesn't, but obviously, like, it's just like any moment this would happen, this would be horrible. But now that certainly had vanished with a fizzle of smoke, just like a firework, it must be the rejection, right? It has to be the cryptical rejection. That's so horrible. And again, as talking, you know, it is like one of those things where like it is a horrible situation for Nozomi too, being so open and being able to say that to Takumi. What was such a beautiful moment. And then for that to happen to her in that moment too, just like from Takumi's perspective, it's like, oh my god, like just in that moment, poor Nozomi then, you know, keeled over. It's such a Last Defense Academy thing to do, I feel like, to have like a moment that was going to be like a really beautiful moment. But it's always like, it's like almost like giving us salt with our sugar all the time, you know what I mean? It's so interesting. It's such an interesting moment. And like it was right, we were ready to have like a big moment as well. But of course, top priority now is Nozomi. Holy hell. The next day I rounded everyone up in the cafeteria once again. It must be the rejection, right? It has to be. I explained Nozomi's rejection symptoms to everyone. I told them Nozomi had gotten the power of cryptical through a different procedure than the rest of us and that her rejection symptoms were a ticking time bomb. I also explained that there was a way to keep them in check. We have to get Nozomi to absorb hemoanima. If we don't do that, our rejection symptoms will settle down. If we do that, sorry. Absorb hemoanima? Is that how you did it last time? Yeah, for a commander. Yeah, and it works, so it should do this trick this time too. Then why are we wasting time when we could be helping her? So long as Vex is alive, we can't afford to lose any more team members. Yes. But we can afford to... But can we afford to just wait for the next attack? Yeah, those streaks have been strangely quiet lately. We can't wait for the invaders to attack. We need to strike first. And just so happens I know where one of the relay stations is located. Just like last time, right? We found that place. What's Saray gonna say? Aren't you being a bit hasty, Sumino? As Saray, I respect that, like, you know, you're a commander, but really Takumi's the leader here. Like, we need to save Nozomi. Saray, this isn't like your training camp. You won't be able to come back right away if we need you. Well, yeah, but... And that base is going to be crawling with invaders. Defeating a commander with a small team without the use of a revive-o-matic, and with Kyoto Fuji in less than stellar condition. Does that really sound feasible to you? We did it before, right? But well, no, we did it with Nozomi though, didn't we? She wasn't able to, she was actually there when we did it. Hey, Saray's got a point. He absolutely does not. You really are dull-witted as you look, aren't you? Well, I know what Saray's saying is that like without a healer there, it's going to be very difficult. But I still feel like we need to save Nozomi. What did you just say? Please, everyone, don't fight. Why not have Miss Kirafuji absorb my cryptoglobin? That would be the fastest and safest option? Eva, don't even joke about that. I'm incapable of joking. I presented the surest and lowest risk method. Oh, we can't do that though, can we? We can't. She's right, her suggestion is the most realistic, but like, we've already erased her mind, and I feel like then like absorbing her cryptoglobin just feels strange, right? It feels weird. Hey, too, Hiroko? I was just giving my opinion based on the objective probability of success. Well, what do we do, team leader? I can't allow that. Ava's on one of us. We can't sacrifice her. That's saying we are responsible for Ava and her safety as well after what we did to Ava. You know what I mean? I see. Sumino, you understand, right? Now is not the time to be taking unnecessary risks. You are capable of making calm, rational judgments as team leader, aren't you? He is capable, 100%. But we're not losing Nozomi. We're not. I knew what Saray was saying made sense when I thought about it. As a leader, the answer was clear.
Who are you trying to be so kind to? Takumi?
This was such a beautiful moment. It was such a beautiful moment. You know what I mean?
Me? Or Karawa?
But still, I wanted to help Nozomi. I'll go by myself. Whoa. One of my friends is suffering. I can't just stand back and wait until the enemy shows up. He's such a freaking, like, he is like, has his flaws, but he's just one of my favorite protagonists ever. Like this moment, what he's willing to do. Very good, Takumi. Rise above your peasantry and show some grit. He's not, stop. Are you serious? You're usually more level-headed than this. Is this what you do for someone who's just a friend who is Kurafuji to you, Sumino? He cares about her a lot. He cares about her a whole lot. He adores her. He cares about, he loves her. 100%, but that doesn't change the fact that he would do, I guarantee you, right? I guarantee you, yes, Takumi is doing this for Nozomi because he absolutely adores Nozomi and Karawa. 110%. But Takumi sticks his neck out for people, and he'll continue to do it. Who is Nozomi's view? I didn't even have to deliberate. I already knew. I took a deep breath and started my explanation. She's an important friend, and beyond that, she's someone I cherish. Oh my god, oh yes! Yes! Takumi. Hey. Such an open and honest words. My heart's taking critical damage. I love that he's been through so much now. He's not going to mince those words. I cherish her. I cherish Nozomi. Let's do this. We can't leave Nozomi to suffer when she needs our help. Takumi, well, you just said it had soul. I mean, I love this, how much they support Takumi as well. Of course, I'll be joining you too. It's like the Osazuki family says. Actions are worth 1,000 words and money is worth 1,000,000. I love that in Last Defense Academy we get so many fellowship Rivendell moments of like, you have my sword and my axe, because again, people get inspired, people feel like they have to help, and people support Takumi and support their friends in this game. It's so beautiful. Also, true friendships are priceless. You guys. I'm sure we can allow them to go, yes? They care so deeply about Miss Kitafuji, so... Do I really have to explain to you how this kind of leniency invites failure and ego? I'm sorry, but it's still... Fine, I suppose I have no other option. You let us do this? I didn't say that. This is flagrant violation of my orders. But it seems pointless to try and stop you. Just make sure you're fully prepared before you go. I'll be entirely focused on defending the school. Sorry and thank you. Then we'll prepare today and leave tomorrow. We should be able to make it to the base the day after. How does that sound? I told you, just do whatever you want. I'm not going to talk to a bunch of insubordinate soldiers. So we are officially being insubordinate. Illegally, we're being insubordinate. That's the idea here.
Hey,
I'm out of here. Wait, Honor Racer. That's just Saray giving us room in his weird way. Well, leave defending the school to us. Even the darkest nights must come at the end. Give your all, friends. What are you so cheery about? This is so much better than having to sacrifice someone. Thank you, everybody. Okay, Takamoto, Kurata, Moko. We'll meet at the parking lot tomorrow morning. This is an interesting bunch as well, right? We do have some buffs here. We do have like a good defensive character like Takamoto, and also a good defensive character like Moko with like the Azure Blitz and the offensive capabilities of Takumi. So we will have a lot of buffs and a lot of defense. with a lot of power at the same time too, because Moko and Takamoto can take a beating, and Kadara is very good at like buffing and repairing stuff as well. So I generally feel like this is not a terrible, especially if you use more of Kadara's traps and stuff like that, and like and her abilities, this could actually work out very well. I think so.
Hey!
Got it, team leader. I'll bring Nozomi. Okay, then let's call it for the day. We have a lot to do. This is so beautiful. Again, I don't want to make it seem like the other people didn't want to help, right? But they need people to stay behind as well. They 100% do. Because what happened to Darumi, I never want to happen again. So 100% if with Gaku, Kako, Ima all staying behind, whoever stays behind, it's not like, oh, they didn't come to help us. It's like 100% please stay behind. 100%. Get yourself some top condition before tomorrow. Who would be the leader in our stead, by the way, if you think about it? Just this little fun thing, like, out of all the people that are left, who would you say would be the leader? Hiroko, right? Yeah, Hiroko. Hiroko would be the leader. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Hiroko would be the best option, I think, to be leader out of the group. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought it was going to be like a big debate in my mind, but like, you know, because if it wasn't Hiroko, I think you'd probably give it to like I know people can be like, Calvin, you're just like, that's your favorite character, but I genuinely think that out of everybody, like, Gaku does have some very strategic thoughts. Like, DJ Gaku will never be forgotten, so maybe like DJ Gaku or Yugumu, maybe Yugumu might be a good idea. Don't you dare just sit in your rooms and jack off. Who would even do that? Whatever you do in your room, ain't any of my business. We left the cafeteria and returned to our rooms. Ain't any of my business. None of my business. Okay, I need to get ready for their excursion. Where to start? Some more free time as well. No, like, honestly, like, I am having like a like an ultra blast with this game. I think there's so many like very interesting scenes in this route. The fact that this is a different route entirely. And I actually think it's amazing as well that, like, as I'm playing this game, like, one of the first, you know, reactions was like, oh my god, people are like, oh, I love this route, and this route is so interesting and stuff like this. And I think it's always like a great thing as well, because that like allows, that shows me that like, oh, this is the wrong place. That shows you that, like, you know, there's routes that people enjoy and people know these routes. And I think that the fan base of Last Defense Academy like adore going through these routes, right? Hey, buddy. How's school? Yeah, you do good? Okay. Well, I better be going now. Okay. See you soon. Thank God I got away from Ato. That would have been very awkward, honestly. Very, 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 very awkward, honestly. Ah! No, I'm joking. Let's, he does make me feel very awkward, though. Oh, in this place here, interesting. So, okay, let's go to the gift-o-matic and give some gifts to Gaku. I think after, like, if we have time, I think I want to start giving some gifts to, like, Nozomi and other characters, too, obviously. Do we have enough? I think we have enough for the snack skeleton just by a little bit, but we only have enough for like one more after this. So we're gonna have to go get some stuff as well. So next time we have free time, we're gonna have to go exploring if we want to get some more snack skeletons for Gaku.
Whoa! If you're sure I can have it, I'll take it. This is awesome.
100%. And there's one, and this next one will be the bonding event, right? So we have another bonding event with Gaku coming up, especially after the last bonding event. It was a very serious bonding event, you know? Let's go. Yeah, I feel like they've done a good job so far with like the emotions of this game. I feel like, again, 100%, I will stand by this to the end of my days. And like some people can see it as a cop-out. I think like Kodaka fans understand what I'm talking about. You can't always judge, like, as we said, we can't judge the characters, like, fully based on real-world standards, because, again, as we said, there's, like, characters in this game that, like, we love dearly, but, like, if they were friends with you, you'd kind of be like, oh my god, this is, like, crazy, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But at the same time, we've grown to love them, because they do, while they do have, like, they're very over the top sometimes, they become more grounded as we've come along, just because, like, they have very real emotions hidden under like a lot of the crazy stuff they say as well, and their big personalities. Here we go. Whoa! If he says whoa, the game's a 10.
Whoa!
Oh,
If you're sure I can have
Science.
it, I'll take it.
It's science.
This is awesome.
that's just science, right? That's just science. There we go. We're almost max rank with both Kako and Gaku.
Your clothes are real nice, Takumi. I mean, everybody here dresses pretty nice.
I know your clothes are all patched up, but like the color tone suits you so well, and that jumper's actually cute. It is actually cute.
I'm not jealous or anything. It's all just cloth and fabric in the end,
You just
right?
have to be happy with yourself. You know, it's what you want. It's all on the surface stuff in the end. You know.
These clothes of mine, they're hand-me-downs from an older group home kid.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're still good. Our foster mom patched up the holes. It's enough.
Yeah. Well, that's a great outlook. It is a great outlook to have, especially like, you know, and it's obviously like, you know, in the ideal part of Gaku's life, you know, like, and again, there's nothing wrong with hand-me-downs. Like that's something that's happened in like a lot of people's lives. Like, you know, there's nothing, we see that in like so many lives, like, you know, you hand-me-down stuff over time and stuff like this. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But I think it's a very good outlook to be like, hey, it's still good. You know, it's still good. And like the idea is, I can just see his foster mom patching up the holes as well.
I'd rather spend whatever little money we have on food and home repairs than new clothes.
Oh my god, his outlook, man. How can anyone like truly ever like, you know, again, I say that all the time, but again, I hope people know it's a phrase. It's not me saying that you're bad for hating Gaku, right? It's the same thing when someone says like, oh, like, how could no one like this burger? You know, it's like it doesn't mean like you're wrong for liking the burger. It's just like a phrase, right? It's just like, I think he's just so incredible.
I'm not complaining about that, but I do get annoyed when I think of the guy who passed them down to me.
Who was it? It's another group home kid, but
He just upped and vanished from the group home the moment he graduated high school.
interesting.
Mom and Dad were so worried, and our other siblings were shocked by his sudden disappearance too.
Right.
The stingy dude probably just wanted to spend all the money he earned on himself.
And this is a difficult conversation to have, and it's what makes Gaku's character so interesting to me.
I'm not gonna be like that. I'd rather have poor-looking clothes than a poor heart.
He like, speaking of heart, like he affects my heart so much. Like this, and this phrasing here is so, it's such a pretty way to phrase it, right? He's like, I want to like have these, and again, he sacrifices a lot for himself so that the people around him can be happier.
No, wait, that's taking it a little far. I don't really want to look poor. I don't need people's pity, just their money.
And I support this, by the way. That's why I support Gaku's like love for money. It's just like, I'm never gonna shame him for being like, yeah, give me money. You know, I've earned it. Give me money. You know. Interesting conversation. And like, honestly, it's one of those things where like, Gaku is a very, that was a very sweet moment with him as well. And I adore, again, I'll always support Gaku's need for money. If he asks for money, he's getting it. You know what I mean? I love that he's like, he's like asking to receive. He's going to ask for money. He's going to ask for payment, ask for compensation. He will. But the interesting conversation there is that I feel like in a lot of ways, Gaku's, the older sibling in the group home that passed down stuff to Gaku, is in a way probably was at some point in the same position that Gaku was in, where it was like taking care of a lot of younger people, having to be the one that like got all of hand-me-downs as well. But in a way, I wonder if it's a slight different circumstances where like different people take different situations, and it's not good or bad. It's clear that this older person, when he turned 18, I don't want to say he like, and again, Gaku's saying this out of hurt and out of like sadness, because he does have like a lot of sadness in his own situation, even if he does care about his siblings. He works hard, he works multiple jobs, he takes care of a lot of people. But like, I feel like the way he's looking at this guy is like, he got out of here. He was able to do something, and he's gone on to do other stuff now that he's graduated high school. And I think calling him stingy is a way to like maybe protect his own heart as well, because I think a lot of times Gaku himself probably thinks sometimes too, if I just leave now, I can get away from all this trouble of having to like pay for so many other people's things. But I think that again, it's how people react to different situations. Some people can take the stress that Gaku is under, just like Gaku clearly, it makes him upset and makes him sad. Right, as we know, he's cursed those kids before. Like, I don't want to be around them, even though he was lying to himself. I think it's just the pain of like having to like constantly work, constantly take care of these people, have no time for himself. And I think in a way, maybe that's why Gaku looks to this older sibling, this older group home kid, and thinks, F him. Because there's probably a little bit of both where it's like, he didn't care about the people I care about, but also at the same time, he's now going on to do something different with his life. You know what I mean? And it can kind of feel weird. It can feel weird. I think Gaku has a great outlook on life, and he's such a hard worker and cares about so many people around him. But I don't think he genuinely hates this person at all. I don't think, I'm reading between the lines, but I think it's more of a case of just like, he hates that anyone would be in the situation that he's in, because he obviously, like, he's in a very tough situation, and someone else got out of it. You know what I mean? Which again it's just, they're very honest with the feelings in these characters in this game. It makes sense that he would like be like, I don't like that someone got out of it while I'm still like kind of like suffering. And I don't want to say like total suffering, because of course, like, you know, he's just a good person, but he does find the situation difficult. You know what I mean? It's not just suffering. It's very difficult for him. He's taking care of 20 kids. It's more than difficult. I could talk about Gaku's story for days. I really could. He's such an interesting character. I would say he's one of the most complicated and interesting, and he's such an interesting story to him, and like he has so many different like he's such a varied character as well, with so many different feelings. And yeah, I could just talk to him for days. I did whatever I could to get ready, and now it's night already. We'll leave tomorrow morning. I need to all the stamina I can get, so I better head to bed right away. We're going to help Nozomi, and we're all going to make it back unscathed. Feeling deeply determined, I fell asleep. Day 57. We're going through the days pretty fast, aren't we? We definitely
are. Get prepared. Be ready to give you.
It's time. I got out of bed and immediately got dressed. It's almost time to meet up, and I'm off to the parking lot. A lot of this route is a lot of just like pushing people forward. I wonder if like it starts pushing you forward once you're like in the locked in route, but I don't think it's locked in, right? There's still choices you can make in different places. You're late. How dare a peon like you just show up at any old time you want? Do you need to be reminded of your place in society? My place is the leader of this team, Kurara. It's not even that actual meeting time yet. No one is allowed to show up later than me. The Osuzukis are at the very top of the food chain. Yeah, okay. Even though she was running her mouth, I could tell by how early she got in here that she was brimming with determination. Yeah, for Nozomi, 100%. After a short wait, Takamaro was the next to show up. Sweet Takamaro. Yo. No one is allowed to show up later than me. The Osuzukis are at the very top of the food chain. She's saying the same thing. I heard you the first time. Shut up, it's too early for this. Anyway, Takumi. What are you trying to intimidate me for? Listen, man. I like what I'm seeing from you lately. Huh? You risked your life to save us, and what you're doing now? You're a man making his own way in life. So Takamaro appreciates Takumi. You turned into a real man compared to when you first got here. I can see it in your eyes.
Keep up the good work, team leader.
Okay. And like, you know, the whole thing of like a real man and all this stuff, like I never like buy into that, but I think from Takamaro's perspective, he's actually a very sensitive like person. So I think what he's genuinely saying is that we stepped up. You know what I mean? That's what he's saying. He slapped me on the back so hard I coughed a little. If Takamaro slapped me on the back and said, good job, I'd be like carrying that with me for the rest of my life. Honestly, even with the pain. This is unusual. You don't ever compliment me just directly. You think so? I'm just calling it like I see it. I guess that's how much he accepts me as a friend. In that case, I'm happy to hear it. And here's the other characters as well. And Nozomi's here too. She looks so sickly as well. Sorry, did I keep you waiting? Sorry, but like, don't worry about it. Nozomi, are you feeling okay? She's not going to get the late announcement either. Yes, I'm well enough to walk at least. More importantly, I really want to apologize. You're going through all this trouble for me. I'll do what I can to not slow you down. Don't say that, Nozomi. We're all here because we want to help. Yeah, I'm absolutely raring to go. No. If you're too negative, Lady Luck won't come to you. I see, thank you. She still has that sweet smile as well. It's been so long since the last fight. I'm losing my touch. I'm gonna crush those bastards. Yeah. Let's go pick ourselves a fight. I'm going to pummel them until the mere mention of the Osazuki makes them piss themselves in terror. Okay, we need honestly like the energy. All right, let's go. I actually think we'll end the episode here. I think it's a good place to end it because I think we're about to go into like a big battle and stuff like this as well. In terms of talking about all the stuff that happened in this episode, I think this is once again like a very like Last Defense Academy episode. You know what I mean? It's like there's so many different things happening. We had the conversations with the boys talking about girls, which again, like, you know, as I said before, like my whole feelings in that is that like it is very natural for any gender to want to talk about people they like, especially when you're growing up as well. It's a very common thing to be like, oh, you like this person? Do you like this person? But obviously you had the Last Defense Academy like strangeness weave throughout it as well. But I do think it's a very sweet thing that like the characters in this game, you know, and again, as I said, like any gender, like just got together and had a sleepover. You know what I mean? It's really sweet. It's a really sweet thing to me. The firework display was also such a beautiful thing for Saray to do, and of course Eito had this idea, and he keeps having these like really interesting ideas about like, you know, making people happy and stuff like this. And in that moment, we had Nozomi and Takumi, the closest they've ever come to confessing something to each other. And I think Nozomi was going to say, "I love you," right? "I love you," which is beautiful. But in that moment, of course, Nozomi keeled over. And I think, again, once again, it's not trying to be like, you know, you thought you were going to get a love seat and like this happened. I think it's more just generally just like, Last Defense Academy, as I said, is a mixture of like the most tragic writing you've ever heard and the most beautiful stuff you've ever seen as well. It's such a great mixture. It's one of the reasons why it's my game of the year, is that it has such a beautiful way of doing things while also having a very traumatizing way of doing things. And it makes each of those things like beautiful. For example, we just had like, what just happened there? We had a firework display where they're about to confess something to each other, their love for each other probably. And then Nozomi keeled over. In one moment, we showed exactly what Last Defense Academy is all about, which is like all the really terrifying moments make the beautiful moments more beautiful, and all the beautiful moments make the terrifying moments that more terrifying in that contrast as well. I love Takumi also like stepping up and being like, "I cherish her." Because Takumi in the first run would not have been like that. He would have been like, "Oh," you know, and there's nothing wrong with being embarrassed. I did a bad impression of Takumi there, but like, there's nothing wrong with being embarrassed. But he would have been like, "Oh, I don't know. We just have to help her." He stood up and he said, "I cherish her. I cherish Nozomi." Didn't mince words. I cherish her. To cherish someone is like a very, very deep devotion and care about someone and thinking about someone. And he said it in front of everybody. He didn't care if Kurara heard this time. He didn't care if anyone heard. He said, "I cherish Nozomi." And in those moments there, it's exactly why I love Last Defense Academy as well. Everyone stepped up and said, "I am going to help you out. I'm going to help you out." And that's again why I love their friendship so much as well. We also had the bonding events with Kako and Gaku. And Gaku's bonding event, you know, came down to the idea of like helping out his sister, but also like a very like emotionally deep conversation about someone getting out of that life that he was in. And again, every single person who is like down on their luck 100% deserves to be a better life. So like, you know, this person getting out of this situation and maybe moving on, yes, you could see it as like a selfish thing 100% from the perspective of like the kids and and Gaku. But I think also at the same time, like, you don't know what emotion was going on in that person's head. And like, once he turned 18, he probably felt like, I didn't choose to have kids. I want to leave this place and make something, you know what I mean? I don't want to ever like just insult this person. Obviously, like, you know, Gaku's like a good pal, so like I'll always support Gaku before anyone. But I think it's very sad from Gaku's perspective because, like, again, he does do a lot for these kids and he works a lot for these kids and he sacrifices a lot of his own happiness for kids he never asked for. But he's just a good person. And even if, like, you know, he says some weird stuff sometimes, in this episode, he said some, like, you know, stuff that we were like, oh, I don't really agree with that. 100%. That happens with all characters. Like, look, like, it will always happen. I still think that he, like, at heart is very sweet and he can ask for all the money he wants to ask for in the world. Yeah. It just generally is, like, you know, a very tough situation. And with Kako as well, she wants to, like, you know, avenge what happened to her parents. I think it's also so dark when you think about it. The idea of, like, your first clairvoyant vision is of your parents passing away and you crying them for 3 days, not knowing what you can say to other people. It's a very, very dark story, but then that's all the more reason that we want to, like, talk to them more and see what their final bonding events will be. I'm very interested to see that, honestly. I don't know if we're going to get it in this route because, again, you never know what could happen in this game. Now, we have 40 days left, right? We have 43 days left, actually. Yeah. But now, the thing is, again, the reason I say that is because this game is often, like, we've gone through 15 days one time in one go. There's no reason why sometimes they couldn't go through 20 days and then, like, it's into, like, the final stretch of the game where there's, like, barely any free time events. We don't know. So I'm going to just, like, prepare for that idea that we might have to do a different route to, like, talk to the characters. I assume that, like, they're not going to maybe skip 15 days again. I don't know. We don't know with this game. But I am very excited to see where this is all going to go as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for supporting this series. The next episode of Last Defense Academy will be on Thursday. This is becoming a real staple of the channel. Do you feel that? I think you guys feel that way too. While we won't be playing it forever, obviously, of course. But I do feel like in a lot of ways it has become like a very big thing in terms of like just something we're doing all the time on the channel. I really love it quite a bit. And with that, I'm going to say thank you so much to the Never Gonna Play Baby Gangster here on Patreon for being so cool. That being Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yuled, Radish Sedusta, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Yassassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon High Casparian, Jared Beanham, And the highest tier, my YouTube, Royal Gamer 7 and Blasco. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye. Tyfire 2, JB Bull, Johnny Banana, the Ghost Feeder Zuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Adusta, Death Trap, Lick Sparky, Assassin, True Peter Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, Hike, Asperian, Jeremy, and with the highest tier, YouTube, Royal Gamer 7 and Blasco. I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.